right on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. So today I want to give you Bilingualism, the pocket version, for my Morning Moment. So as far as I can see, this all started as usual in Canada from Quebec, who spend most of their time trying to undermine Canada as far as I can see, just like the Democrats do in the United States. When Trudeau was elected, there was great unrest in the country and even homegrown terrorism going on. Trudeau quietly set about his plan to take over Canada. An exhaustive 1971 study of Canadian language law prepared by the Royal Commission on Bilingualism, Biculturalism, Claude Armand Shepard offered this definition for the term: official language. From this grew an act, a quite unsurprising act, and it was called the Bilingual and Consumer Labelling Act of 1974. Sounds innocuous, doesn't it? But it was far from that. Overnight, Canadians knew nothing about this, but what I call evil communists took away at a stroke of a pen your right to buy what you wanted, from where you wanted, and how you wanted. Putting it simply, it had to have French on it to be legal. Oh, they flowered up in irrelevant legal mumbo-jumbo, but that's what it means. Check. Now I have to tell you this. There is virtually no non-government links available on this act. It's almost like it doesn't exist anymore, except the official version. It has somehow morphed into its latest monstrosity that we have. Everybody knows about it. It was jammed down Canadian throats by Quebec and what I call the Vichy Ontarian MPs. That is the official Bilingual Act, which is conveniently installed into the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Conveniently, this usurps the British North America Act, but they claim not as long as it agrees with the interpretation of Canadian law. So there you have it. I know scholars out there will disagree with me, but they can't disagree with me on one point, which is undeniable. At a stroke of a pen, without a referendum to the people of Canada, your rights as a Canadian and as a Canadian citizen to choose what you have, where you have it, have been struck down. So if you think that's an example of freedom, then have at it. But for my part, I think there are far too many laws, and for that matter, far too many lawyers. But obviously, it is never in a politician's interest to admit that they are a waste of space, is it? You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you will find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, Gab, and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments on Spreaker.com under A Radio. That's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. You can find all my podcasts and all my morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com. Click on the Morning Moments tab.